Right, just giving everything a little bit of a clean down in the parts washer. Let's see, state of some of these bits. These little spacers, they are toast. I'll do this while looking through the camera. What was that? 19.74. Leave one here. Made in Taiwan for some reason. 19.97. Let's see. So I was a bit aware in that one. I think this one's even worse. 19.63. Let's see his groove. Grooves are worn. Oh, 19.57 across that piece. That's pretty bad. And this is the top bush. That side is a little bit of ridging, and that side is completely shot. Haven't got a new one of these yet. 19.81, 83, 81, 79. Yeah, but that's had it. And you can see that one, half the needles are missing. That's completely seized. That's completely seized. That's completely seized. And that. And on this link, that side is seized. That side is okay. See in there. And that one, well, there's nothing happening there. And actually, when I removed the shock at the bottom, that seal just dropped out, and you can see there is a little bit of damage in there. That's obviously where the water's got in. Grease has come out. I think that's. And those seals probably should have been replaced. Needle just dropped out. And that one there, that you can see, it's had it. I've got some new seals. Just waiting for the bearings. Got two of these. Waiting for another one of them. I think that is probably give it a bit of a clean up with some emery. I think that's probably reusable. These don't really rotate a lot. Yeah, until the rest of the bits turn up. That's as far as I can go with it. Right, I have pressed out the old bearings. Cleaned them up a bit better. A little bit of aluminium corrosion in there. The water's obviously got in. I think some of these seals probably failed. Let's see there, that one. Right, bearings are turned up. I have, as a little bit of an experiment, got these HK 2020, which are, I don't know, I suppose you'd call it a semi-caged needle roller. The ones they should be are an HN 2020, which are, they're a full complement of needles in there rather than these slight gaps. Got a couple of different brands, and these ones are SKF, and these were just a cheapo brand. I think these were about £4 each, something ridiculous. and then these SKF ones were only £6 something, which the HN 2020s are probably about 15 quid. You can double that if you get them from Triumph. Even between these, you can feel the difference in quality, even for a couple of quid's difference. Yeah, it's definitely heavier. Yeah, and if you stick these on a shaft, I know we're not using it in a roller application as such. Spin, there's hardly any. Yeah, there's a lot of friction there, hardly any spin. Put the SKF one on, well, you can hear the difference much better. But we'll install those, and in a year's time I'll strip it down and see how these fare compared with the HN 2020s. We'll see how it goes. Obviously need to be re-greased anyway, so we'll see what the wear is like on the shafts and such, because that's where that will show. Still waiting for that to turn up, or to do one of those, but I could be pressing these in, putting the seals in, greasing them, ready to go. Hopefully that shaft will be here tomorrow, and get it all back together and then book it back in for the MOT. Right, so here we are, back again. Everything back in place, torqued up, greased up, what have you. Just level this up a little bit, this camera. Fiddly stand. And I can show you any change in the movement. Should be right there. Well, completely different. There's still a slight movement there. No, it's nothing. So that's normal. As you can see, and you can probably even hear, there is an awful lot of movement there. Yeah, certainly a whole lot better anyway. Just get it all back together, booked in for retest, and hopefully that'll go through this time with no problems. Oh, just a couple of points to note. I don't know if anyone's noticed. Rear foot pegs, not standard. They are actually off my Ducati, which I'm converting into a cafe racer, so they won't be required. But they're actually a perfect fit and don't stick out like the standard ones come right out here somewhere to get over the exhaust. But I've got a little stubby on here, so don't need that. But yeah, they're, you see, they're a lot tighter in. And also, have you noticed, the tail unit is actually off a 2011. This is a 2006 bike. When I got the bike, whoever had it before had removed the tail unit and had a little tail tidy thing here. But the only problem is in the wet, and as I was using this, I intended to use as a commuter bike, wasn't really a lot of good, especially on the roads around this way. The get the slightest bit of rain and half the field ends up in the road. It gets very muddy and it just sprays all up your back. So I couldn't get hold of a 2006 one, but I could get hold of this 2011 tower unit, and you probably can't see, it was kind of under there. I had to kind of bolt it on differently because the fixings are different, but it does do, I wouldn't say it completely keeps you completely dry in the back, but stops the worst of it anyway. But I'll get everything back together, seat back on, and should be good to go then. Thanks for watching.